So yesterday I was reading through comments on YouTube and I found this comment from a subscriber. He was like, "You are always holding the pen with your yellow t-shirt." And he added some other comments I would not like to mention here. Guys, you guys are so killing me with fun. Thank you so much anyways for watching the videos. Thank you so much for sharing. I want to say that if you are on this YouTube channel, tomorrow will make this channel 3 years since it was created. So those of you who have been watching since this channel was created and those of you who are still watching right now, thank you so much for everything you have been doing. We are almost 30,000 on this page and I sincerely appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. So today's video, I'm going to be talking about documents you need in order to immigrate to Lithuania as an international student. I will read from my device here, all right, because I do not want to forget anything. There are updates in Lithuania. If you want to migrate to Lithuania, you would need these documents that I'm going to read right now, all right? If you are applying from Nigeria and you are going to be using VFS Global, these are the documents from the website of VFS Global. If you are going to be moving to Lithuania as an international student, make sure you supply these same documents. I will put a link in the video description box so that after this, there is a lot I want to discuss here. Please make sure you pay attention to what I am going to say before you start filling the application or before you start looking for these documents if you want to move to Lithuania. I said, make sure you listen to me. I know what I'm talking about. Now, if you check very well on these documents, when you finish listening to the video and you go to the video description box to verify, you are going to notice that there are 14 of them. And equally, it looks like you need to sign this form and submit to the VFS Global. I am saying this is for those that are applying from Nigeria, for the VFS Global in Nigeria. Remember, not everybody is going to be applying from Nigeria. Some people are going to apply from South Africa, while some other people are going to be applying from Turkey. For those of you who will be applying from Turkey, I will equally bring the video, all right, for the list of documents you need. This is now for long stay visas, students only, please. Only for those students who will be applying for study visas, long stay visas. Now, let's not waste a lot of time. Let me read what is found on the document so that students admitted into registered and functioning higher education institution, established institution in the Republic of Lithuania. This list is for you. Registered, established institution. So make sure the university you are applying to is registered. Please, bigger universities of course have to be registered. Okay, now document number 1, you must have a complete and signed application form from Schengen visa as set out in Annex 1 of the visa code. Application is to be completed online on HP. There is a website here, all right? You have to go to that website. When you check the video description box, you go to this website, you are going to be able to fill this form. You download the form and fill it if you are going to download it. If it's not downloadable, you fill it like that online, all right? But there is a way you would be able to download the form. So make sure you check it. Document number 2, you need your valid travel document satisfying the following criteria. That is your international passport. Listen to the criteria you need to satisfy on your international passport. Its validity period being at least 3 months longer than the validity period of the requested visa. So if you are getting your visa for 1 year, your passport should be at least 1 year, 3 months before expiring date. If you are getting your visa for 6 months, your passport should be at least 9 months to expiring date. I hope you understood what I read here. Therefore, what I will say is make sure your passport is at least 1.5 years. That is 12 months plus 6 months, which is 18 months to expiring date. In fact, the higher your passport, that is the higher I mean here is if your passport is to expire, if still remaining 2 years or maybe even 3 years or 4, it's advantage you to get the visa. I have always insist on you getting your passport and making sure that this passport is still very valid for you to get a visa. So I hope you understand. Then it shall contain at least 2 blank pages. I hope you get it. Then it shall have been issued within the previous 10 years. So it shouldn't be older than 10 years. I know for some passports, like the Turkish passport, it has a validity of around 10 years. But our own passports, most of us from Africa, our passport is 5 years validity. That's validity date. But some other people have a passport for more than 5 years, like I already told you. Then document number 3, one actual color ID photo made no earlier than 6 months. So you need to have an ID photo. All right, go to somewhere they do the picture so that they should bring out the dimensions. It should not be older than 6 months, and of course the size is 3.5 times 4.5. The face must occupy 70 to 80% of the area, and the face from the chin to the upper head should occupy 31 to 36 millimeters. So they know how to do this. All right, the photographers, or if you take this dimension to the photographer, he or she knows what to do. So please don't make an error. Document number 4, document proving travel medical insurance. You need a travel medical insurance. Now listen to what you need to show to the embassy when you go to, or the VFS Global, when you go there to apply for your study visa to Lithuania as a Nigerian, because mostly only Nigerians will apply from this office. All right, others will apply from South Africa, like most Cameroonians and other nationalities, while others will apply from Turkey. It's either you go to these other places or you send your documents to Turkey. I hope you understand. Now the other document you need, the travel insurance. Travel medical insurance shall covered my expenses which might arise in connection with repatriation for medical reasons, urgent medical attention, and emergency hospital treatment or death during their stay in the Republic of Lithuania. Insurance shall be valid through the territory of the member states and cover the entire period of the person's stay. The minimum coverage shall be 30,000 euros. So this is the amount you need for insurance to move to Lithuania. Now, what you need to do, I have always said on this YouTube channel that this 30,000 euros does not mean that you are going to pay 30,000 euros to AXA Insurance, to Swiss Care, to Euro Assist. No, this is the premium pay. You will just go to them and show them this message, or tell them that you need an insurance coverage to for a student visa to Lithuania of 30,000 euros. All right, then they are going to calculate per day and tell you how much you are going to pay, maybe less than $100. I do not know. You can just do that and they will tell you are doing like premium pays, something like that. All right, the next document you need, flight travel reservation or proof of intended transport. So you need a flight itinerary. You need to reserve your flight, and there are many sites I have been talking about where you can reserve flights, and so I hope it is not going to be a problem. So reserve your flight from the departure date to the date that you are going to return. Of course, you are not going to return, but remember, you need to make them understand you are just reserving the flight. I have been singing about how you can reserve your flights here in several videos. Then again, the letter of mediation. This is another document you need. All right, the letter of mediation, which is request to issue a multiple entry national visa to the applicant of the invitation institution. So this document, you are collecting it from your institution. Ask your university to send you mediation letter. All right, then an enterprise or organization of the Republic of Lithuania where the applicants comes from, submitted in accordance with the established procedure. The letter of mediation is submitted electronically via the information system of electronic services. All right, the electronic information system provides the mediation letter with the number which the foreigner indicates upon arrival at the VAC. So if you, before you move to Lithuania, you need a medical a letter of mediation. Ask your university, they know that letter. Then you have to submit the letter online, or you equally need to keep a copy and take it to the embassy or the VFS office when you are going for visa application or maybe your interview. So you need that. Then letter of admissions to the university or college in Lithuania in English language. So you need your admissions offer from your university in Lithuania in English language. If it's in Lithuanian English, then fine. If it's only in Lithuanian, no. Convert that document. Of course, your university cannot give you a document just in one language to take to the embassy. I do not think so. Another document you need: transcripts of current studies, certificates/diploma for previous studies accomplished. You are going for bachelor's degree, you need your high school documents, certificates. You are going for master's, you need your bachelor's degree certificates. All right, don't say you don't have the transcript. Don't tell me that you have not collected. No, gather all these documents, then you move with them to the VFS office. Then again, very important, please listen to this now. Well, this is where I brought back this video, because I did a video a few days ago talking about proof of funds, and some people drew my attention from the comment section that the proof of funds have changed. So I went further to verify, and I realized that it has changed. That is why I am updating everybody in this video. So please make sure you watch this till the end, like I told you before. Now let's go to proof of funds. Proof of financial means, e.g., last 3 months current personal bank account statement. So if you have an account, you should provide the last 3 months current personal bank account statement. I hope it's understood. For those of you who don't have bank accounts, some of you even tell me that you have a Momo accounts. You want to travel to Europe, you need a bank account. I cannot overemphasize on this. I have been singing since this creation of this YouTube channel. Guys, get a bank account. It will not cost you more. There are banks in Cameroon that with just 2K, 3K, you can get an account in them. Others in Nigeria, I don't know how much, but get a bank account. All right. Then, like I told you, it is the last 3 months or regular income, e.g., scholarship confirmation document. So it's either you get a bank account of your own or you get a scholarship confirmation document. I hope you get it. Now, to live in the Republic of Lithuania, sufficient means of subsistence equal 0.5 of minimum monthly wage per 1 month equals 365 euros. So for you to stay in Lithuania for 1 month, you need at least 365 euros, and therefore you have to multiply this money times 12 because you are applying for a 1-year study visa. Then you add your tuition fee. Please don't forget, this very important. This money is money to take care of yourself, not your tuition fee. So multiply this money by 12, then you add your tuition fee for 1 year to the money. I hope it is well understood. Then to return to the country of his or her origin or foreign country to which the alien has the right to depart, sufficient amounts of funds required to return equals 1 minimum wage equals 370 euros. Did you understand? So if you are returning to your home country, you need this amount of money. But like I said, to live in the Republic of Lithuania, you need to be able to demonstrate that. So what do they mean here? What do they mean here? Well, if you don't understand, drop a comment below. I will explain further. Now, let's go to the next document. The next document is affidavit of study scholarship legalized by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Nigeria if the applicant does not present the proof of financial means, including sponsor's passport or ID copy. So you need to bring a copy of your identity card, all right, a copy of your legalized document from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs if you are sponsored by the Nigerian officials, all right. So you need that document. Then the next document is proof of prepayment of studies. Of course, schools in Lithuania will always charge you a deposit, like I always say. Some will ask you for complete deposit, some will ask you for half deposit. So always ask your university. Then when you do the payment, you equally need to take the document to the VFS Global and show them that is it they're asking. Prepayment of studies for study purposes. All right. The next document you need is proof of accommodation for the whole duration of the intended stay. Document from establishment providing accommodation, campus residence reservations, proof of private accommodation or in any order. In fact, you need proof of accommodation. You cannot be going to this country without any proof to show that you have accommodation to live in. The first thing which is very important in a foreign country is that you should be able to demonstrate that you have a place where you are going to put your head and sleep. All right. So this is what you need. You need that document from a school, from an establishment, or wheresoever you need it. All right. No, document number 12. The following document shall be presented by either of the categories. If the applicant is employed, then The applicant should provide letter tax clearance certificate. Tax clearance certificate. Provide a letter to show that you have been paying tax in your home country. Employment letter stating the days of leave from the employer. So if you are employed and you are going to be studying in Lithuania, show your employment letter showing that you are going for leave. In fact, this one is not really something that I think it is not really valid anyways, because you are a student. You really don't need to be showing all of this. But if you are showing all of this, it should mean that maybe you have been receiving salary from your company or the person you work with. All right, it's still very necessary. You can get your resignation letter, but I will not suggest you resign yet because you still don't know the status of your visa application. Please be careful. All these things is the mindset, thinking ability, or intelligence. So please don't fall for that. Then again, if the applicant or his sponsor is employed by or the owner of the private company. Now, these documents are basically explaining if you are working, provide the documents to show you are working. That is why you are getting salaries. Or if your sponsor is working, provide a certificate, or if your sponsor has a business or its own private business, provide a certificate of the business, proof of commercial activities in Nigeria or overseas for business persons, e.g. bills for lands or bank books. All right. Then your statement of tax payment. All these things you need them to document, all right, for the proof of funds. If the applicant is unemployed, any document proving previous employment, expired contracts, employment offer letters are also important. If you are employed, I gave you the documents. If you are unemployed, these are the documents I just gave you. If the applicant is employed by or the owner of a private company, I equally gave you the documents. However, if the applicant is a scholarship holder and student, letter issued by schools or university confirming status, valid student certificate issued by higher education establishment in Nigeria, and transcript of current studies, certificates, diplomas of previous studies accomplished, you would supply these documents to the VFS office. All right, so this is what you need to know. Then for non-Nigerians, if you want to apply from Nigeria via the VFS Global and you are not from Nigeria, from non-Nigerian nationals, proof of legal residence in the Federal Republic of Nigeria with federal legislation. That's if you are not living in Nigeria but you want to apply from Nigeria, you need to show your residence permit in Nigeria. That is why otherwise you have to go to other countries like South Africa, all right, to apply for your visa. If not resident, prove legal presence in the Federal Republic of Nigeria instead of the country of residence. So you can ask the procedure on how to get a legal residence in Nigeria, all right. Of course, if you pass through the border, they are going to stamp your passport and give you days in Nigeria. So you can go to the Nigerian consular or ask them that you want to apply for a visa from Nigeria and you need legal stay. This is how the document is going to help you. And the last document is criminal record. The document must be legalized or apostilled in accordance with the procedure established by Legal Acts. When you collect the criminal record, go to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, legalize the document. All right, that is how it's going to be done. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope the video was helpful. Please do not forget to share this video to one person, like the video, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's going to help us a lot. Till we meet again in another one.